Okay, guys, let's start the session. So in the last class, we are discussing about the advanced data types. We have started the advanced data types, which are also called as data structures. Advanced data types, they're also called as data structures. So in the advanced data types, the first data type which we have started is list, where list is a mutable object, right? Where list is a mutable object and list is a heterogeneous, right? List is a mutable. Second one is heterogeneous, where empty list is also possible. These are the advantages. What is mutable means where we can modify within the same object. So modification, whatever the modification can be done is we can add the elements, we can remove the elements, we can replace the elements, replace the items inside the list. Just close. Right? So where heterogeneous means multiple data types is allowed, right? Within the list, we can take multiple data types. The items can be with multiple data types. It is not compulsory. Everything should be on the same data type. And we have seen even the next list. Next list means within that list, if one of the item is listed, then it is called as next list. And next we have discussed about the indexing, how to index with a normal list, indexing of a normal list. Similarly, indexing of a nested list. Next, we have discussed about the slicing operation. Okay, how we can do the slicing and extract the multiple values. Where indexing means extracting a single value. Whereas slicing means extracting a multiple values, where we can extract the multiple values, right? Next, we have discussed about the list concatenations and list methods. What are the various list methods we have discussed is, first one is called as append. Second one is called as extend. Third one is called as insert. These three methods are used. These three methods are used to add the items in the list, to add the items or elements in the list. You can say items or elements or values. Anything is okay. Okay. In the list, anything is fine. Now, here, one of the important question is, what is the difference between a function versus method? We have discussed earlier, and yesterday also one of the students has asked us, and this is one of the most important interview question. Function means irrespective of data type. It works irrespective of data type. There is no relation on the data type. For example, print will work whether inside the print, if you write the list also it will work. Inside that, if you write int also it will work. Inside the float also it will work. Inside that, if you write complex also it will work. Inside the string, if you write also it will work. So there is no problem in printing that. Whether this is ID also the same. Whether you are working on the length function, length also the same. Whether if you are working on the some kind of input function, input also it is going to take. Now these are all called as functions, whereas methods like dot capitalize, dot title is used only for the strings. Can you apply the same dot title for the list, dot capitalize for the list, dot upper for the list, dot lower for the list, dot split this one? We can't do all these things. So dot upper is used only for the strings. Similarly, dot append is used only for the lists. So these are called as methods. Methods means a functions which are used only for a particular data type. A function, these are also functions only. Any function will be represented in Python like this. But you have to write the function name, whatever the function, some name will be there of that function, and you have to use the brackets, open and close brackets. This is called as function. Any function will be represented in Python in this way. Now, any function, that function is normal function, that function is a method function. Method means it is only used for that particular data type. Any methods has to be used with a dot. Before to that, whatever the data type you are selecting, the data type with respect to the dot, and you have to write that function. Then this particular function is applicable only for that particular data type. Then it is considered as the method. That is the difference between a method versus a function. And this is one of the most important interview question. What is the difference between method and function? Means both are same. Basically, both are same. But method is used only for particular data type, whereas function is used for everything. Okay, at the end, both will do the same work. So append, extend, and insert, these are three methods are used to add the items in the list, right? Whereas next, coming to this remove, pop, and del or clear. So again, with respect to next pop, remove, and clear. These three also methods. These three methods are used to remove the items in the list. Okay, the methods which are used to remove the items in list. These three methods are used to remove the items in the list. Pop will remove, remove also will remove, and clear also will remove. Whereas pop is going to work on the based on the index number. Pop will work on the index number. Whereas remove will work on the value wise. It is going to remove the value. Whereas clear, it clears all the values at a time. All values, not a particular value. It clears all the values. If you want to delete all, then you are going to use clear, right? So these are the various functions, right? Sorry, these are the various methods which are used in the list. For each method, one thing is there, like a pop. What is the difference between a pop and remove? That is also one of the question, interview question. Because both are removing on when you are going to use pop, when you are going to use remove. For example, in this class, I want to remove a particular student. That student name is called as Suresh Babu. Okay, I want to remove. I know the value name. I know the name very clearly. Then directly I'm going to use in my list. If in the given list, list.remove, I'm going to write that Suresh Babu. Directly it is a string, right? Name is generally it is a string. So I'm writing the string. Now this string will be removed in the given list if it is available. If it is not available, it will throw an error that Suresh Babu is not available in your list. First it has to delete means first it has to be available, right? But whereas list.pop is based on the number, some index numbers. Here it is not based on the value. First we have to identify where this Suresh Babu is there. First we have to identify the index number. After that index number only we can use in the pop. Okay, sometimes pop will be easy. Sometimes this directly removing the value will be easy. That will be purely depend upon the situation and the requirement, right? Now, next one is reverse. Reverse is where it is going to do the in the reverse order. Just it is going to print in the reverse order. Means whatever you have written in the list items, the position will be changed. Reverse means the positions will be interchanged. Last position comes to first position to last position. The positions will be interchanged within the overall list. You are not asking the sub list. You are asking L dot reverse means what is L, that one will be considered. Not inside the L items will be considered. You are doing for the list, not for the items. You are doing for the list that dot reverse, not for the items. For example, inside this one of the item is Siva is there. Siva will not be reversed. String will not be reversed. Siva will be Siva only. When you are going to reverse this one, you have to select that particular list. If you want to reverse this particular list, then you have to select that particular list, index of that particular list. Then that particular list will be reversed. Now I'm reversing L dot reverse means overall list I'm reversing. I'm not reversing this inside the part, right? So items will not be, items of the main list will be in the reverse order. What is meant by list means, you can write list means items, whatever the items of the list, items of the given list, whatever you have given here means here whatever you have written in this position, before to reverse whatever the position you have written, this part will be reversed. The items of the given list will be reversed. Okay, items of the given list will be reversed. Whatever the items inside the given list is there, this list, whatever this is your list, this one you want as the reverse. For example, I'm having 1 2 3 4, okay, or 1 2 34 and 4, something like this I'm having. Now this is L1. L2 is equal to 2 9 1 14 3 8, something I'm having like this. This is L2. Now I'm asking dot reverse. What reverse? L1 reverse, L2 reverse. What reverse? If you want L1 reverse means L1 will be reversed. If you want L2 means L2 will be reversed. If you want what you want to do reverse, that you have to write here. Dot reverse means it's going to do the reverse order. Reverse order means from left to right, it is going to print the values. Indirectly, it is just a reverse means it is doing L1, whatever you have written here. Reverse means meaning is taking indexing in the negative direction. That's it. Simple. So here I'm having 1 2 3 34 4, something values are there like this means just it is going to do the reverse with respect to in the negative direction, it is printing. That is 4 34 2 1. Whatever the item is there here, item will be presented. Here item is Siva means Siva will be taken. Here item is DS means DS will be taken. DS will not be reversed. You ask the items to be reversed, not within that values to be reversed, right? Now list.sort. List.sort means it is going to sort in the ascending order with respect to. by default, it is going to take the ascending order. When you have written that reverse is equal to true, then only it is going to take in the descending order. By default, it is going to take in the ascending order. By default, it is the ascending order, right? So list.sort reverse is equal to true means as descending order. Whatever the order you are having, it is going to print in the descending order. So similarly, for alphabets also the same way. Ascending order, descending order. Both of them are there. Now here we are having two options. One is called as list.sort. Second one is called as sorted off. Two options we are having. L is equal to 1, 9, 14, 2, 16. Right? So here it is not printing in the reverse order. Sorting. Sorting means some sequential order, not reverse. 16, 2, 14, 9, 1 is called as reverse. I'm not doing the reverse. I'm doing sorting. Sorting means either descending order or ascending order. Here we are having two options. L is this one. This is the original list. L is original list. That is inside this I'm having 1, 9, 14, 2 and 16. The name is L. I'm having list.sort is one option. Sorted of L is one option. Again, interview question. What is the difference between these two? Because the output of this one also 1, 2, 9, 14, 16. This is the output of this one. This one also output is 1, 2, 9, 14, 16. Both the options are answer is same. If both of them are same, then what is the difference? Is the interview question. Answer is 1. This is called as method. Dot sort is called as method. This is called as function. This is the first difference between both of them. This is not sort. Sorted is not the method. Sorted is not the method. Sorted is the function. That is the first difference. Sorted is function and sort is method. First difference. Difference number 1. Difference number 2. Whatever the, for example, once you have written the line like this, L is equal to 1, 9, 2, 14, 16. You have written the values like this. Now, what is the meaning of this one? Is it is going to create an object called as 1, 9, 2, 14, 16. L. This is the meaning of one line of code completed. This line of code is completed. When you have written the L.sort, when you have written this one, what it will do means first sorting will be completed. Sorting here, reverse is equal to true is there, reverse is equal to true is not there. By default, reverse is equal to false. Reverse is equal to false means no need to do in the reverse order. Then it is going to take in the ascending order. Default is ascending order. Unless you ask in the descending order, it will directly take the ascending only. By default, ascending order. Now, first what it will do, first sorting will be done. Okay, sorting, that is 1, 2, 9, 14, 16. It's completed. Sorting completed. Next, after sorting, now this one is the method of L, right? So it is going to store in the original L because L is mutable. L is mutable. So this will be again stored in the L. It is L. Now, if you print L, this is second line of code completed. Second line of code is completed. Now, third line, print L. Print L means the original L will be printed or this one will be printed. Because it is already, the old one was replaced with this one. The old one is not there, but in the same object only. Old one is also in the same object. What it has happened means in the old object, whatever it is there, 1, 9, 2, 14, 16, it has erased it like this. First, it is doing the clear option. First, it will do the clear option. Clear means inside that, whatever the values are there, everything will be cleared. After that, it will do the sorting. This sorting values will be, for this, again, the new index positions it is going to add. It is clear? This is with respect to program number 1. Whatever I have written is program 1. This program consists of 3 lines of code. First line is list, original list, that is 1, 9, 2, 14, and 16. This is program number 1. First line of code, second line of code, third line of code. The output is 1, 2, 9, 14, 16 is the output. This is the output. For this program, this is the output. You have written the first line, second line, print L. Finally, you have got this one. Now, program number 2. Now, new program, completely new program. Same example. L is as it is. Everything is same. L is as it is. Now, you are going to use here sorted of L. You are using sorted of L. Instead of list.sort, sorted of L. Now, what it is going to do? First, again, it is going to sort. There also, first it is sorted. Here also, it is going to sort. 1, 2, 9, 14, 16. Sorted, completed. Now, there, what it has done in that program, what it has done after sorting, it has stored in the original L. Here, it will not store in the original L. Why, sir? Why it will not store? That is the difference. That is the difference. That is called as method. This is called as function. Functions will not store the values unless you create the variable. Unless you create the variable, functions will not store the values. In input of means input of you ask to enter the number. You have entered the number, whether it is getting stored unless you write that one in the variable. If you don't write in the variable, whether it will store, no, right? That is the function. So here also function, it is not going to store. Whereas list.sort will store in the original L. Now, if you ask print L means what is print L? The original one only will be there. This is not the print L. This is the printed of sorted L. Okay. Unless you store this one, sir, I want to store this one also in the L only, sir, in the original L only. Okay, store in the original L. That you have to write separately. Otherwise, it will not take. Whereas for list.sort, if you don't write also, automatically it will store in the original L. That is the difference between these two. Now it is clear. Yes, we'll see. Let us complete this one. Okay. Now we are having with respect to L, where print L. Print L means it is just printing the original one. It is not storing in the this one. This is the interview question. Okay. If you type in the Python interview questions or Microsoft related questions or any certification relation questions, all these questions will come. Right? Each and every question. Done. So now the question is with respect to sorting of, see, list.sort. Here, whatever the example I'm going to consider, see the same example 125 4.2. I have taken one example. This is one example. Now here, if you ask sorted of list means it is sorting and it is printing the sorted of list as like this in the ascending order. It is printing because by default it is ascending order. Sir, here also I want in the descending order list.sort. You have told that reverse is equal to true. You have to write reverse is equal to true. For sorted of list, how we have to write means here also same. Sorted of list, whatever the list you are taking, reverse is equal to true. You have to write same reverse is equal to true. Then automatically this one also will print in the descending order. Sir, for example, here you have written this one. Let us remove the print option, sir. Don't write the print. Now what happens? In the second line, it is going to sort, but it will not even print because you have not even asked for print now. It will do the sorting. Sorting is completed. That line will be executed. First line, this line will be executed. This line will create an object called as 1025 4.2 and L. Completed. First line. Second line, sorted of list. Sorted of list means it is going to do sorting. That is 1 4.2 520. But you have not asked for print, right? And since it is not asked for print, whether it is in the Jupyter cell last line, no, it is not even in the last line. So last line it is not there, means no need to be printed. If it is in the last line, means it will be printed automatically. But it is not in the last line. So it will not even printed also. Sorting will be completed. In the back, sorting also completed. Print list. Now print list means what is there in the list? This is also the list. LST is this one only. 125 4.2 because there is no object was created for this. Now it is going to print only this line. Only one line will be printed. Not even this line also printed. Sir, if you remove this line, now sorted of list is in the automatically it's in the last line, right? For last line, if you don't write print also, it will print. Is that clear now? Why it is printing this one? That is the difference. In the Jupyter notebook, the last line will be automatically printed. Done? So if you don't store that one in the variable also, if you don't store in the object also, last line is getting printed. Now that is the difference between list.sort versus this one. Okay. So I have written clearly for this print dot list dot of this one. So here I'm writing for this one also print. So now you can see the difference very clearly. Here sorted list print I'm doing, list dot sort also I'm printing. Both of them I'm printing. Now original list also I'm printing. Now in this case, the sorted list is different and the original list is different. Whereas these both will be the same if you execute this one. The first one, list dot sort. Whatever the list dot sort, it is showing this. Okay, and print LST. After this one, print LST. Right? So it is storing in the original. If you want, you can even check in the ID. So first, if you want, you can see whether it is storing in the original object or not. Also, you can see here. That is, first you take this one. Okay, this value and check the ID of LST. Okay, you will get some ID number. Now, after sorting, now again it is printing. Refresh. Now check again once again ID of LST. So whether both the IDs are same or different with respect to that, right? So here it is, what is the difference between both of them means it is getting stored, it is not getting stored. That is the difference between both of them. Is that clear? Now, next one is count. The last one is copy. Now, this is one of the most important interview question. We are having two types of copies are there. Copies are two types. Okay. We are having two different types of copies. One copy is called as shallow copy. One copy is called as deep copy. Two types of copies are there. Okay. Now, what is the difference between two types of copies? Means, let us see like this. Let us take an example. Okay. First, L is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. L1. This is L1. I'm going to create an object called as 1, 2, 3, 4, which is L1. Right? This is L1. Done. L2 is equal to L1. L2 is equal to L1. Now L2 is equal to L1. Means whatever the L1 values are there, that also will be L2. Means now both L1 and L2 will be placing to the same object or different objects. Because in Python, by default, for one value, one object only, it will form. But for that object, you can keep the multiple names. So this value, L1 and L2. Up to here, it is everyone clear? No problem. Now, for L2, whatever this one is there, for L2, I'm doing the append of 4. Sorry, not append of 4, append of 5. I'm doing the append of 5. Now, append of 5 for which one you have done? L2 you have done. Now, that L2 and L1, both are indicating to the same one in the list. Automatically, for L1 and L2, it will be applicable. For L1 and L2, it is going to be applicable. Now, if you print L1, what is the output of L1 means? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Print L2 means, again, it is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now, the same example I'm writing one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it is going to create same kind of object. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. L1. Name it as L1. Keep side. Now, L2 is equal to L1 dot copy. Not only L1 dot copy. Dot copy means Xerox copy. I want one more Xerox copy. Keep the original as it is. I want a duplicate copy. Dot copy means Xerox copy or duplicate copy. The original one, you don't do the original one. If I give the original paper in the Xerox shop, what they will do? One more copy they will take. Dot copy means one more copy. Creating one more copy as it is. Whatever is there in the original one, it will be printed as it is. In the original one, color blue color is there, means in the Xerox also I will get the blue color only. If you take the color printout. If you take black and white means that is different. If you take color printout, whatever is there in the original one, as it is will be replicated. No difference will be there, right? Now, here also the same thing. Now, dot copy means it is going to create one more new object like this. Sir, you told earlier for one value, one object only, na? How it is going to create one more? Because you have written like that. Your requirement is like that. Basically, by default, it is not going to do that one. Since you asked dot copy, particularly you asked the Xerox copy, it is doing that one. Is that clear, guys? So now L1 dot L1, L2. These are the two things. Now what I'm going to do, L2 dot append of 5. Now for L2, yeah, I'm going to append. Now it is going to impact on L1. Now print L1. What is print L1? 1, 2, 3, 4 as it is. Now print L2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the difference between these two means? First line is common, third line is common, fourth line is common, fifth line is common. In the program 1 and program 2, what is the difference? In the program 1 and program 2, 4 lines are common. Only the difference is in this line. In this line only the difference is there. Remaining all the lines are same. What is the difference means? It is Xerox copy. This is a normal copy. Those are the difference between two of them. One makes the Xerox copy. Once you have created the Xerox copy, whatever the modifications you are doing on the Xerox copy, it will not be impacted on the original copy. Original one. Right? Simply to say, if you go to a shop, there will be some kind of billing. Billing book will be there. Where on the white paper, down they will keep some kind of carbon paper. Below to that, one yellow paper will be there. Right? On the white paper, they will write the whatever the bill amount is there. And down one carbon copy is there. And it will be printed same thing on the yellow one. White one, yellow one. In between them, there is a carbon. Right? Now, on the white one, they have written the 100 rupees. Okay, you have purchased it for 100 rupees. They have written 100 rupees bill and they have given you the bill and you have taken and you have came out. After once you went away, Now this 100, they'll keep 0, one more 0. If they are interested means they'll keep one more 0. You know that one. Huh? After what your work is to take that paper and you will come out from the shop. What they are doing on the yellow paper, you don't know anything, right? They may, if they want to increase the money means they'll increase the money. If they want to decrease the money means they'll decrease the money also. They are doing manipulations also. It not compulsory all of them will do. I'm saying example. Means whatever the modifications are done on the yellow paper, it will not be reflected on the white paper, on the white paper bill. Right? The same way here also the same. Once you have created the copy, on the copied one, whatever you have done the modifications, it will not be reflected on the original one. Whatever the modifications you have done on the original one, it will not be reflected on the copy one. Both are independent to each other. Both are different objects. No relation between both of them. That is different object. This is different object. Both are independent to each other. Okay. That is the difference between these two copies. Clear? So here see, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B is equal to A. Both are indicating to the same object. If you want, you can see the IDs also. First you write A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. ID of A. B is equal to A. Again check the ID of A. Both will have the same IDs. By default, both are indicating to the same objects. This is one of the most important interview question. Microsoft 100% guarantee question. Blindly you will get 100%. No doubt in that. Example Microsoft, NASCOM. If it is NASCOM, is NASCOM. Microsoft will come multiple times because earlier I used to train for Microsoft. Right? So you'll get with respect to the certification. By default, you'll get with respect to all these questions. Right? Now here, whatever the B dot append of 5, since you are printing B anyways it will be appended. That everyone knows. But A also will be affected. Because both are indicating to same object. Anyways, B everyone knows. B is you are adding means B automatically changes. But what happens to the A? That is question. A means A also will be affected. Both of them will be affected. Both of them will have same because both are indicating to same objects. That too, list is a mutable. Because list is a mutable, list adds the values since it is possible. So like this, it is printing. Right? Now, here A dot copy means it is going to create a one more copy for that. Now print B means for print B you are appending, but whereas print A will be asterisk. Both are different IDs. There is no relation. Where this is called as shallow copy. This is called as deep copy. Right? Done? Now, some students will ask me, sir, this is called as shallow copy, sir. This is called as deep, sir. Some people will get confused. There is in Python, we are having some kind of module called as copy module. Import copy. There is a module also we are having. That copy, if you are using that copy and inside that, if you write deep is equal to true, then only it is going to work with respect to like this. Otherwise, it will not work. By default, copy is shallow copy unless you write that. Is that clear? Now, next one is, so these are the various methods which we are using in the list. Let's come to the tuple. So now we know that list, what are the lists and advantages of list. Now comes to the tuple, it is 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Here, most important interview question is there. Blind, 1000% guarantee. Here we are going to get one important interview question is there. Not one, two. Two are there. Okay, 1000% you'll get that question. No doubt. If you are a Python developer. For data scientist, they'll not ask. Right? So I'm saying multiple times, Python questions are only for Python people. Data science interview questions, they'll not ask. Once you have completed BTech, none of the people will ask on the 10th class questions. Remember that one. Python developer is equal to 10th class means data science is equal to BTech. Once you have done that much of level, this will be, now today you are thinking that, sir, it is something like this, right? See, if I give for you is example, very simple example, I'll tell you, easily you'll understand. For example, I have given you a 5 kg stone, some kind of 5 kg stone, and I ask you to catch that one for keep in hold in your hands, hold that one for 1 hour, hold for 1 hour. You will face some kind of difficulty. Obviously, you face, right? 5 kg stone you have to maintain for 1 hour means you face the difficulty. Now, this difficult, it is difficult. You will feel that it is a difficult. Now, if I give the same 50 kg now, and I ask it the same to same. Now, it is too difficult. Sir, when compared to this one, 5 kg is okay, sir. 5 kg is better, sir. Don't give 50 kg, sir. You'll say, right? Till that, you'll say, don't note that 5 kg also, it will be something very big one. But when you see this 50 kg, this one is a minute one. Later, Python will become for you like that. Now it is somewhat different one for you. Later, once you enter after 1.5 months, now at that time you will say, that is easy, sir. Core Python is easy, sir. Dead easy, sir. You say like this. If you want, you can remember. You remember this one. Sir has told on 9th January, right in the notes also. We will discuss after 1.5 months. 100% guarantee. Everyone will feel like that only, because when we are going with a high level of that one, the basics will be very easy. After studying 4th class or 5th class, LKG subjects will be easy for us. While studying LKG only, it will be difficult. Now it will be easy only, right? If you start ABCD letters means ABCD for E F G H like this up to Z, we'll say within a second only. The same thing in LKG when we are in LKG, right? Simple. Now, the next topic is called as tuples, right? Next topic is called as tuples. Now, tuples are similar to list, except tuples are immutable. Tuples are also called as list, where tuples are immutable. That is the difference number 1. First difference, immutable and immutable. Whereas lists are mutable. Already you know what is mutable. Replace in the same object. Immutable means you can't do the replacement in the same object. You can create a new object. Replacement will be done, but in the new object it will be done, not in the same object. This is called as example is tuple. Okay, example is tuple. Now here example is list, right? So once we assign the values, we can't change the tuple. Sir, when we are going to use list and when we are going to use tuple? Sir, what is the use of tuple, sir? List only is better now. Every time we can change as per our requirements, and lists are more flexible, more easy. Then what is the use of creating of tuple? Now, initially you are called as list of students, where after the demo, some students will join, some students will not join, some of them will drop, and some of the things will be there. But now you are called as tuple of students. No modifications is done. Once initially I want the list of students, we are going to create one one paper will be there. Inside that paper, you are going to write the name of the student and your mobile number, your mail ID, and whatever the fees you have done. Right at the starting, the admin has taken like this only, right? Now he has taken the list in the starting days. He has taken. Now he is taking the no, right? Once it is locked, the batch is locked, completed, closed. No more additions, no more subtractions. Some people wants to add also. If they add suddenly today, assume if they're already familiar with Python means okay. Otherwise, for them it is going to be a Canada movie only. They will not understand anything. Though I am explaining in the simple way also, they will not understand anything because they don't know what is variable and how the variable has to be assigned, what is meant by mutable, immutable. They don't know anything. Without knowing anything, they come into the first class directly today means what they will understand. Unless they know Python before itself, okay, that is okay. Otherwise, for them it is going to be a Canada movie only. They will not understand anything. At least now Kannada movie, something they will understand, something related to Kannada and Telugu or something will be connected. At least we can understand. If they join after 5 days, like after Sankranti, they have come to the classmates, it is going to be Korea movie only. Nothing will be understand. Nothing they will understand. They have to understand whatever the signals I am doing with my hand only, they have to understand. Zero directly, right? Now, so when we are going to use the tuple means once we don't want to do any kind of modifications, then we have to go with the tuple. List also can be converted to tuple. Once you take a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, you are having a list of 1, 2, 3, 4. That is like this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this, you don't want to do any modifications. Convert this one to tuple. Tuple of like this means automatically this will be converted to tuple. Tuple means no more modifications, no adding, no deleting, no replacement, nothing in that object. In that object, no nothing. In the different object, anything. That is your choice. Now, empty tuple, how we have created the empty list? Empty list was created by using this one and by using list of. These two are indicates the empty list. A is equal to if you write or A is equal to if you write like this also, both of them are indicating to the empty list. But while printing output, it will print only empty list in this way. This is printing. When it will print the empty list, it will print only in this way. Similarly, empty tuple. Empty tuple also, we can take like this, parenthesis, brackets. Normal brackets. That is the difference between the list and tuple. Okay. If you write instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, if you have written this one instead of square brackets, you have taken 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, then automatically it will become as a tuple. Right? So this is the tuple. And the second one of tuple assignment, empty tuple, you can assign like this also by selecting empty tuple like this. This is option number 2. But while printing, it is going to print only empty parentheses. While printing, it is going to print this one only. It will not print this one. Empty tuples will not be represented like this. Empty tuples will be represented empty value of tuple like this. Right? Now, so here tuple 1 is equal to empty. So here there is nothing value is there. So if you ask what is the type of this tuple means, it is going to take, it is a tuple. Right? Now you can assign like this also. This is also an empty tuple. While printing, it is going to print only in this way. Empty tuples will be represented only empty parentheses. Okay. Tuples are also heterogeneous as this. No difference in the list and this one. Only mutable and immutable. Remaining everything is same to same. So here also you can take different data types like heterogeneous. It is also heterogeneous, where one of the element can be a list also. If one of, within the tuple, if one of the element is tuple, if one of the item is tuple, then this is also called as nested tuple. Within a tuple, one more tuple is there, means it is called as nested. Within a within the if one more if is there, it is called as nested if. Within the list, one more list is there, means nested list. Within a tuple, one more tuple is there, means nested tuple. Within that same thing is repeated, means you have to add nested. The word nested. Nested means repeating the same thing one more time. Is that clear? So nested tuple, where one more item you are having as a tuple item. Right? Indexing is common. Same to same. No difference. In the index of 0, what is there in the index of 0? Siva is there. Siva is printing. Now, index of -1. What is there in the -1? Tuple of 99, 22, 23 is there. For this, again, indexing is possible. Tuple indexing is possible. Yes. Tuple also indexing is possible. For that, again, inside that, what is 2? 33. So first, it is going to take this tuple of -1. First, it will take like this. That is 99, 22, and 33. For that 2, so whenever you are writing the index number, it will check whether this one is having the indexing or not. If it is a list, means okay, tuple means okay, string means okay. If the output is int, means it will throw that int is not having the subscriptable. It will throw the error. So first it is going to check whether it is a tuple or not. And if it is a tuple or list or string or whatever the one, whether for that indexing is possible, means for that it will add the second one also. And you are going to get the 33 as the output. So same way, how we have done in the nested list indexing, the same way tuple indexing also. First is indexing with a single, indexing with a nested tuple. Is that clear? Slicing. Slicing is also same. Extracting only, na? You're not replacing, right? You're extracting the values. This is also extracting the values. This is also extracting the values. Okay. Now, tuples are immutable. So for example, list L is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. T is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Brackets I have changed. So this is a list. This is a tuple. Don't think that T I have written, so it is called as tuple. T is the variable name. If you're not interested, means I write B. Now it is not Boolean, right? Since I have written the variable B means not Boolean. Value, it depends on the value, not on the variable name. Right? Now here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of them are same. Now L1, in the L1, I'm going to get output as 2. In the B1, I'm going to get the output as 2. Because both are extracting the values. Now, this is the output. It is going to print the value of 2, output. I'm not assigning. Don't write is equal to. Is equal to if you write means assigning that one. So it is output, print. It is printing. It is printing 2. Here also it is printing 2. Now what I'm going to do, L of 1, I'm going to assign with respect to 40. Now what happens? Since L of 1, first it will take L of 1. What is L of 1? Means 2, which is a list element or tuple element? List element. 2, now here, what are the list elements? Can you mention the list elements? List elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. These are called as list elements. These are called as list elements. Now, whatever the 2 is there, 2 is a list element. So 2 will be replaced with 40. Now, if you print L, if you write the print L, it is going to print the output as 1, 40, 3, 4. Now, the same thing, B of 1 is equal to 40. If you write like this, and if you ask the print B, the same 2 lines of code, whatever you have written here, the same thing I'm writing. First, this will throw the error. Items cannot be assigned because B of 1 is 2, which is a tuple element. 2 is a, here the 2 is a tuple element. 2 is a tuple element. Here the 2 is a list element. That is the difference between both of them. I'm stressing once again. This word why I'm stressing, you'll understand in the interview question. Next time I'm going to ask one more interview question that you'll understand. 2 is a tuple element. Here the 2 is a list element. Remember, 2 is a tuple element. Since tuple element cannot be replaced because tuples are immutable, they have created in such a way tuples are immutable, no replacement can be possible. So it is going to throw an error for this. Sir, since it is an error, now what is the B means? First, this is an error means first it will not come to the down also, right? Unless you replace this one, it will not come even down. Now, what is inside the down? Secondary. First, this has to be rectified. The program will stop here itself. It will not even come down. Print B means 1, 2, 3, 4. That is secondary. But first, it will not even print that one also because here error is a miss. Program will stop there only. Right? So the same thing I am writing here. So tuple T is equal to tuple of 1, 2. Before tuple, I am write the list example as list. Whatever the example I have told you now, list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm asking L of 1 is equal to 40. I'm replacing with 40 and I'm printing the L, print L. Now it is going to replace the 2 with 40 because 2 is a list element. Now the same example 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a tuple. Now tuple of 1, that is T of bracket 1. That is again indexing only. Normal indexing it will work, but it will not replace. Extracting is different, replacing is different. Now I'm replacing this one and I'm printing the T value. Print the T value. Whatever the T value is there, print the T value. Now it is going to throw an error. That is in this line, tuple object doesn't support the item assignment. Clearly it has written type error, data type error. This data type is not created for assigning the values. Whereas list is created for that. Right? Now, my tuple is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My tuple of 0. What is there inside the 0? 1 is there. So it is extracting only. It is not assigning, right? Extracting. Just it is taking. It is not changing the original object. So it is working. Not a problem in the indexing. Del of my tuple of 0. Whatever the 0 is there, remove that one. Can you remove? No, it is not possible. So it is going to throw an error. Tuple doesn't support item deletion. It will not support item assignment. It will not support the item deletion because tuples are immutable. Right? Now, this one, if you convert to my tuple, whatever the my tuple is there, list of my tuple. Now, earlier my tuple is this one. Now you are converting to list of. Now list of means, now what is there inside the my tuple? After converting to this one, now what is my tuple? List of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, you have converted this one. Again, you have stored in this one. After conversion, it is creating a new object. Name is, though you have written the same name, it is not meaning is both the same objects. Don't think that it is going to replace in the original one. Name is same, means the old one is erased. Old object is erased. Name once again, new one it has taken. Both are not doing on the same thing. Okay. Now, my tuple of 0 is equal to 10. Now it is observing whether 1, whatever the 1 is there, list element or tuple element. List element, so it is getting replaced. Now it is getting replaced. After replacing, again you convert to tuple. In this way, you can replace. Inside the tuple, if you want to replace something, means first you have to convert to list, do the replacement, again convert to tuple back. Sir, these many steps I have to write. No. For explanation, I have written detailedly one by one. So in your real life, for example, list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. If you want to replace 1 with the 10, now what you are going to take? Tuple of L. What are the tuple of L? Sorry, this is tuple already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, tuple of 0. Whatever the tuple of 0 is there, 1. Now, first what you are going to do? First, you have to convert to this one to list. List of T. Now, list of T, you are going to take the 0. That is 1. This value you are going to replace with 10. Now, automatically, it is going to convert list of T, and for that 0 will be taken. For that 10 will be added. So first 10 will be taken, and for that left side, whatever the variable is there, it is going to assign. Is that clear? Now, here, del my tuple. Whatever the my tuple is there, inside the my tuple you are having with respect to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my tuple, and the type is also tuple object only. My tuple is 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a tuple object. Can you del? Del means you can delete. Yes, because del is deleting the entire object. Nah? It is not deleting inside the values, right? Modification is not done inside the object. Overall object is deleted. Del means overall object. Del of, you can write del function. Del you can write with the int object you can delete. Del you can delete with the float object. Del you can delete a complex object. Del you can delete boolean object. Del you can delete with respect to string object. Del you can delete with the list object. Then you can delete the tuple object. Object is deleted. Means that entire object is deleted. Inside the values, it is not going to do any modifications. Within the object, no modifications is possible. Overall object is deleted. Overall object is deleted, deleting the entire tuple object. Inside that object, one value also you can't delete. Overall object you can delete. Right? For example, I have written like this. L is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now assume that I have written with the pen. Now, once I have written with the pen, with your blue pen, not with my pen. With your blue pen, you have written, or blue pen or black pen, whatever it is, you have written that one. Now, inside whatever you have written, this one, you can't do the modifications. If it is a tuple object, no modifications can be done. You can't do the modifications. Whereas inside this, no modifications can be done. Whereas if you write the same thing with pencil, you can erase that one and you can do the modifications. Right? Don't say that pen eraser is available, sir. Example. Okay. In that flow, I have got pen and pencil. Something I have got, something I have told. Okay. Is that clear? So you can delete the entire object, but you can't delete the single values within the tuple. Now the question is interview question. Now interesting question will come into picture. Let us see how many will answer this question. Explanation is already completed. Now I'm checking you, testing you. 1, 2, 3, list of 4, 5. Can I take inside the tuple one of the list? Yes. Tuple 7, 8, 9. This is one of my favorite interview question. And 90% of the people also will ask. Not 90%, 100% people will ask. Okay. Now, question is, what are the list elements? That is not interview question. This is normal question. Normal question. What are the list tuple elements? Tuple elements. I'm writing 1, 2, 3. List of 4, 5 is a tuple element. Tuple of 7, 8, 9 is a tuple element. Right? Perfect. Now, 4. Individually 4 is called as list element, or it is called as tuple element. My question is this. This is also a normal question, not interview question. 4 is called as list element, not the tuple element. Tuple element is list of 4, 5 is the tuple element. Individually 4 is called as list element. Individually 5 is called as list element. Individual 4 and individual 5 are called as list elements. List of 4 and 5 is called as tuple element. Is the question is clear, right? Now, T of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. T of 3. Now, T of 3, whatever the value is there, what is output? List of 4, 5. List of T of 3, if I want to assign the value with the 40. Can I do? First, list of T of 3. What is T of 3? List of 4, 5. That is a tuple element. List of 4, 5 is a tuple element. Or whatever the output I have got is tuple output. Tuple output, I can't do the replace. So this is not possible. Now, T of 3 of 0 is equal to 40. Can I do the replacement? Why? Because 4 is the list element. Output, whatever you are going to get is 4 is list element. So list element can be replaced. So 4 will be replaced with 5. This is the interview question. Within the tuple, if one of the item is a list, within that list, can you do the modifications or not? Overall list, you can't do the modification because overall list is the tuple element. So overall list, you can't do the modification. But within that 4 and 5, the question is important thing you have to write in the notes is 4 is called as list element. 5 is called as list element. 4, 5, list of 4, 5 is called as tuple element. We can't do the replacement for tuple elements. We can do the replacement for the list elements. Output is list of 4, tuple of 4, what you are going to get, that is more important. This is interview question. The question is this one. Right? Is that clear now? So here, see, tuple of 1, 2, 3, list of 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. Now, I'm going to do whatever the tuple of 3 of 0. What is there in the tuple of 3 of 0? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of 0 means first 50. 50 will be taken. After that, left side comes. First right side every time. Remember, first only right side. After that, left side. Now left side, tuple of 3. Tuple of 3 means list of 4, 5. For that again 0 means 4. Whether now 4, what are the 4 I have got individually 4 is called as list or tuple item. It is a list item. So list item can be replaced. Yes, list item can be replaced. So it is getting replaced. Now, sir, for list of 3, whatever the list of tuple of 3. Now what is tuple of 3? Now latest tuple of 3 is what? Earlier it is list of 4, 5. Now latest tuple is now latest. Now this is the latest one. The latest tuple of 3 is what is the output? List of 50, 5. For this list of 50, 5, can I append? Can I do the append? Append with respect to 5. So now what happens? It is going to be append. It will append because it is a list only now. The output of tuple of 3 is what? 4, 5. 4, 5. Whatever the 4, 5 is there. Sorry, 50, 5. For 50, 5, it is appending. And if you print the TUP, it will append. So the output is list, right? The output is list. Now see, simple, very simple logic. Don't confuse. First tuple of 3, you take it in a variable A. Now what is 3? This one. I assume this is not executed. Again, once again, I'm executing this one. Now again, I'm executing. This is not there. Forget these two not there. Now what is tuple of 3 of 3? List of 50, 5. This you store in the variable called as A. A dot append of 60. Can you do or not? Yes or no? Yes. What is meant by A? Write the same thing here. If this is tick mark, then automatically this is also tick mark only now. Simple logic. Is that clear now? Instead of storing to a separate variable, writing in the same thing. So first time when you are doing first time, sir, I'm getting confused, sir. First time, how this one or that one. First time, don't do in a shortcut way. Proceed in a long cut. What is a long cut? First, you extract this one only. Extracting this one is tuple of 3. Store in a variable. For that, whatever the modifications you want, you do. Now A of 3. Now whatever the A of 3 you are doing the modification, A dot append or A dot replace, or within that A of within this A of 0 is equal to 90. First A is equal to tuple of 3. Now what is A value? Output of A value is list of 50, 5. Now for this A of 0 is equal to 90. Now what is A value? 90, 5. Now this is the A value. Up to here everyone knows. Now the same thing, tuple of 3, instead of writing tuple of 3, this is also called as tuple of 3 only, right? Tuple of 3 also 50, 9. Now tuple of 3, right here, wherever the A is there, replace that A with tuple of 3. Because you have created the tuple of 3 with A, right? Wherever the A is there, replace with tuple of 3. It is simple, right? For anything, not only here, anywhere you want to do, you can apply the same logic, right? Is that clear? First, you take as a separate variable, store in a separate variable, and do the, if it is possible or not, you see. If it is possible means keeping the original offset is possible. If it is not possible means in the original offset is not possible. Done. Next, sir, we can change the both elements, right? Yes, in terms of both the values you can change. Overall, this cannot be changed. Overall list of 50, 5 is called as tuple elements, which cannot be changed. That is not possible. Tuple methods. What are the tuple methods are available? Means inside that count, it is going to do the count. How many counts are this particular one? ONE, how many times repeated? 1, 2, 3. 3 times repeated. So it is just counting, just frequency. It is not doing modifications, right? Just see. And similarly, index is also possible. Index of 1 ONE, it is telling the wherever the ONE is available. Sir, 3 are there now. Why it is giving only 1? Means by default 1 only will be given. If you want multiple means, you have to use the for loop. You have to use the for loop. Whenever you want to do the same thing multiple times, for loop comes into picture. That we are going to discuss in the next class, right? Similarly, sorting. Now, what is meant by sort? Sorter, tuple.sort is not available. Tuple.sort is not available. We can't do the sorting for the original one. It will be replacing the original one. But whereas sorted of my tuple, because sorted of is called as function. That is not called as method, right? Function. So inside the function, you can write list, you can write tuple also. Anything you can write. Sorted is called as function, not a method. So now you are doing the sorting. Now, whenever the sorted of you are using, automatically it will print output as a list only. The output will be list only, right? So my tuple is equal to this one. And if you ask my tuple, the original will be as it is. Sorted will not be storing that one unless you write the variable name. Unless you write the variable name. Similar kind of list. Is that clear, guys? So please practice the list and tuples. And in the tomorrow's class, we are going to see the sets and dictionaries.